As at the time of recording this video, it's now the morning after whatever that was yesterday against Las Palmas. And I've had a bit more time to sleep on it and to be more reflective and to think things through. As a Barcelona fan, I am quite disappointed with the way we played yesterday. This was not a game that I expected us to lose. This was not a game that I expected to encounter any kind of adversity whatsoever. And this is, in all honesty, not a disrespect to Las Palmas. It is to the standards at which we hold our team to. Yes, I am a Barcelona fangirl. I have been following Barcelona for the better part of 2 decades now. And there are some games that, you expect to win. There's some games that, okay, adversity might be coming. This game against Las Palmas was not one of them. But if you haven't seen my face before, hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Just Max. I am just a girl who loves sports, and on this channel we are going to be discussing everything sports related, from soccer to the Laliga, English Premier League, and more. If that is something that you are into and you like to see a pretty face like mine, break it down for you, well, stick around and be my friend. Hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. This weekend was supposed to be a weekend of glorious activity for the club. We kicked it off on Friday with the 125th anniversary of Barcelona Culé. I was very happy to see that, to see the history from the very first day down to where we are. It was wonderful, it was beautiful, it was a celebration of everything that we've come to love, know and love about this club. It is indeed more than a club. It is not just a slogan. Every Barcelona fan around the world deeply resonates with this. I know I do. Many of my childhood memories, growing up has been tied around to some of the many big things that happened, in the Champions League or in the La Liga or in the Copa del Rey, as we saw the legendary Pep Guardiola team, demolish all of Europe, and we were on a high. The last few seasons, obviously, we've been struggling and we've been in the rebuilding phase. So it's been really difficult for Barcelona fans. But we've shown some glimpses of hope. We've shown some glimpses of light at the end of the tunnel. And we've been able to persevere through adversity. Now, this season, we started on a high. October gave us everything we needed and more. All of Barcelona fans were starting to dream again because of what we were witnessing from the club. We were able to defeat Bayern Munich for the first time in a long time. We were able to beat Real Madrid in their own home in the El Clasico. And these were games that people or pundits all over the world had expected Barcelona to struggle with because of the high line, because of, the way the players play, high pressing and all of that. But for some reason, we've managed to come out of the games that were supposed to be, our greatest adversity largely unscathed. Now, when you look through the Barcelona schedule for November, it looked like a walkover, or not necessarily a walkover, but something that we could have easily gone through without breaking a sweat. I know that's what I thought. And for a good minute there, it was. We came out with a 3-1 defeat of Espanyol. We were feeling very good. Although Espanyol were little bit tough, but, we were still riding that bit of a high. Savannah Vesta came through and we were able to trash them 5-0 as well. But then that is where the good feelings started to stop. We came through with Real Sociedad and it was a very difficult game, which we ended up losing 1-0. At the time, I didn't think too much about it because I felt like, okay, it's not a big deal. It's what it is. You win some, you lose some. That's life, But then we go on to come back from the international break. And then it was the 2-2 shambolic with Celta Vigo, which I don't really know what happened. It was just a lack of defensive concentration and everything came unraveling, which I think that we need to do better on. And that, at that point, the haters, the people who thought, this Barcelona team couldn't go on winning forever. It just didn't make sense. This high line this highline type of play, it wasn't sustainable. The voices were loud. You could clearly, I was feeling the heat, and I thought, okay, no problem, we're going to go on and turn this around. And we did against Stade Brestois, in the Champions League. We came out 3-0, although if you were a very being honest, that was a very difficult game as well, because Brest were very strong. The end line with the end score of 3-0 is rather flattering than what it actually was, because it was very difficult. We struggled to get that second goal, but thankfully Daniel Olmo came through, and we struggled to get the third one, which we only got at the end of the game, literally. But it was a good way to shake off the dust of the last few games. We haven't really been able to win, but somehow we finally got a win. So coming into this weekend of La Liga action, I was quite expectant, especially because like I mentioned, history, celebration, and then we got that win. We good getting the winning feeling back, and we're going. And so you can imagine my surprise when I woke up very early yesterday, because yes, it was a very early kickoff from my EST time zone, only to see Barcelona end up losing 2-1 to Las Palmas. And while I am not going to be one of those people who will tell you like, oh my god, we're doomed, or stuff like that, no, I'm actually a little bit concerned, because I don't know what's going on. But I'm also not going to say the team's a trash. I'm not going to trash on the players. I'm not going to trash on the team. I'm not going to say I'm not going to do that, because I do believe that they have the faith. I do have faith in their ability to turn this around. I just think that their confidence, the confidence that we used in starting the season, may have been tucked in a little bit, and we just need to readjust our expectations of what Barcelona is and isn't. We're still a team in redevelopment. But I'm not going to lie to you as well and say that I'm not mad, because I am. I did not expect to be struggling against Las Palmas, and again, this is no disrespect to Las Palmas, but I think that something needs to change. I don't know why Olmo didn't start the game. I don't know, but I was quite disappointed with that run of results. And now the match against Real Madrid has just finished. Real Madrid, of course, came off with a expected win over Getafe, with two goals coming from Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe, which means they're now 1 point behind Barcelona with a game in hand. And so this is kind of why I'm a little bit disappointed by this result from yesterday, because we built up quite a substantial lead over the rest of the team to put us at the top of the table. But over the last couple of games, we've been able to squander those points away. And now Real Madrid have a game in hand. And if they're able to actually, get that win, they'll go top of the table. It's just what it is. I do hope that we can bounce back from this adversity that we are currently in and figure out the winning ways, which we were doing with ease earlier on, because for me it seems to be like Barcelona have just forgotten a little bit how to win in La Liga, and I know that once they get that winning game again, they'll get back into the groove of it. I'm not going to be one of the people that's going to be like, oh, what is me? Like I mentioned earlier, I still do have faith in the project that Hansi Flick is leading. I still do have faith in the project, in this team with Rafinha, with Lewandowski and the rest of the guys. We just have to give them our support, although, yeah, I'm not happy about this one. But that's it from me. It's just a rant. I don't even know if it had a left or right. I wasn't sure where I was coming or going with this one, but I just needed to rant my frustration, and of course show my support for the team. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that Barcelona are finally getting exposed in La Liga? Do you think that they can bounce back from the slump that they are currently in? Let me know what is your take, but in the comment section. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video if you're interested in seeing me discuss football with you. But until next time, bye guys.